All right, shalom, shalom. We the Hebrew Israelites coming in day out, in and out. Prophesy the downfall of America, a spiritual Sodom in Egypt. And the uprising of Israel. Consists of so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans are hopeful elect. You know, giving all praises to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. Barak, Yahawah, Barak, Yahawashi, Barak, Yahawah, Barak, Yahawashi. Double honors to Apostle, Elder, Bishops, the great millstone. Much salutation to the brothers teaching word for the hopeful elect. Soon to be the elect, most high will to the hopeful extended elect. Shalom, blessings. I got to change this right quick. So
yeah, the setting where they all out. Yeah, and I think it's still running whenever it go black, but you want to make sure, yeah. The first one.
Yeah. So the Most High is the Father of spirits, man. That's Yahawashi's Father. So all the spirits are going to be accounted for. There's no spirit. There's no man on earth that doesn't have a spirit in him that the Most High hasn't sent on the earth. That's why he's the God of all. He's not the God of these nations as a father, but he's the Father of spirits, which the nations got to answer to him. The every power got to answer to our power, man. He's the God of all gods, you know. That's why we call him the Most High. So these nations got to understand that. Esau definitely has to understand. But if he don't understand, he's going to find out. He's going to understand. Go ahead.
This is Ezekiel chapter 18, verse 4.
No, let's start with the Father of spirits first.
All right. This is Hebrews chapter 12. I'm going to start at 1. It says, Hebrews chapter 12, verse 1, wherefore seeing we also are compassed about with so a great cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight and the sin which doeth so easily beset us, and let us run with patience the race that is set before us.
Yeah, we are all born here for a purpose, man. It tells you that in Ecclesiastes, all through the scriptures. Purpose. Go ahead. We're running a race to get that crown of glory. Get to the kingdom. Go ahead.
Jumping down to verse 9, furthermore, we have had fathers of our flesh which corrected us.
Yeah, that's plain. Corrected us. And really, our fathers and our mothers supposed to be in the truth. But, we got scattered, lost, so to speak, separated from our heritage, lost. That's why we're considered as the lost sheep of the house of Israel. But now the Most High have found it. Like he said, he found that one sheep and he rejoiced him over more. So we've been found. Go ahead.
And we gave them reverence.
We gave them reverence, Honored them as a father and mother, as a father, as a father. Go ahead. Because today is what it's supposed to be. They consider it Father's Day, And if you don't call your father on this day, he's gonna think you don't love him, because he's with the with the Western world. His mentality is the Western world mentality. But the real true Father is in heaven. Man. Go ahead.
Shall we not much rather be in subjection unto the Father of spirits?
The Father of spirits. So he created spirits, man. So he even created spirits for his vengeance and all that. He created Yahawashi, the first creature born of the spirit. But they all come from the spirit world, because when even Esau, when he dies, he goes back to the spirit world. But there are certain spirits made for certain things to fill certain positions on earth. Go ahead. Is that it?
Oh, it just says, and live.
And live. We live in the spirit of Yahawah Yahawashi. Go there where Yahawashi, the first creature. Okay. because these anti-Christians, these church people, they don't understand, like, you know, that it was men born on the earth of a certain spirit. Esau was born on earth as a certain spirit. To be a murderer, you know, it talks about spiritual wickedness in high places. Man. Go ahead.
This is no, yeah, yeah, hold for about the yeah. I might not even know which is gonna go. We're gonna go. Let's start at just go to the point.
Yeah.
Let's start at verse 9, and it reads, this is Colossians chapter 1, verse 9. For this cause we also, since the day we heard it, do not cease to pray for you, and to desire that ye might be filled with the knowledge of his will, and all wisdom and spiritual understanding.
Yeah, spiritual understanding, man. Because it's just like this is spiritual Egypt. You have to have a spiritual understanding to understand it. The Holy Spirit got to be dealing with you. The natural man don't receive things of the spiritual man. So that's why it's such thing as prophets, and that's being dealt through by the Holy Spirit, via Holy Spirit. Go ahead.
That ye might walk worthy of the Lord unto all pleasing, being fruitful in every good work, and increasing in the knowledge of Yahawah.
Increasing in the knowledge of Yahawah. Go ahead.
Verse 11, strength.
Where is it?
It's down here in 15. But
just go to the point. Right?
Let's jump down to verse 14, in whom we have the redemption through his blood, even the forgiveness of sins.
Yahawashi, go ahead.
Who is verse 15, who is the image of the invisible power.
And so it talks about the invisible power, man. You know, a power that y'all ain't God. Well, we're the image of the Most High. We're a representation, image of the Most High, the body of Yahawashi, right here on earth. So all things be done in the spirit. You don't have to wait for the spirit world to be revealed, just like the names. We don't have to wait to the spirit world to have those names revealed to us. Go ahead.
The firstborn of every creature.
The firstborn of every creature. So it's a spiritual realm. And Yahawashi was firstborn of every creature. Then he was born on earth, and then he was made up on earth from the dust of the ground. Go ahead.
For by him all things created.
All things are created, along with the Alahayim, which is mean powers. So they made this world. And it said, would it say the world was made for our sakes, man? So everything in this world is supposed to be operated in the fashion and design of how the Most High would have it. But what did it say? The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. So he corrupted it, polluted it. Go ahead.
That are in heaven and that are in earth.
That are in heaven and in earth. That's what he said. He said, all gods are idols, but Most High made the heavens and the earth. These other gods didn't do that. Go ahead.
Visible and invisible.
Visible and invisible. So you got invisible, you got angels that you can't see. Then you got angels that you can see. A representation of what? Angels mean messenger. So you see the prophets, they're angels, they're messengers of the Most High in the flesh, born like it to any other man. Now, even going back, they have a problem with Melchizedek. They say he had a father. He didn't have a father and mother, man. Just like who was that? Enoch. He was translated. You know. So if Most High wants to translate you without you having to exit through the grave, he could do that. Or even coming up on the earth. Go ahead.
Whether they be thrones.
Whether they be thrones. Go ahead.
Or dominions.
Or dominions, man. Because there's people that have dominion. Remember back then, in Genesis, when it talked about Adam, he said you should have dominion over the whole earth, man. Over the fowls of the air, the fish of the sea, over everything. That's what we're trying to get back to, that state. You know? Where we're ruling everything, man. It's gonna get back to that, man. But it starts with this word. Go ahead.
Or principalities.
Principalities coming from a prince. Rules and regulations and principles and things that you do. Like when you're in school, if you break the rules, you got to go to the principal's office, man. Principalities, man. Go ahead.
or powers,
because it's a so-called white man rules the world. He's a power. He have powers. Most High has powers set up on this world, man. You said what? We're not sure. I didn't see nobody set up over there. Go ahead.
or powers, all
Go
things,
Go ahead.
all things were created by him
By him. Go ahead.
and for him.
And for him. So it's a purpose of everything. He made Esau for the purpose, his own purpose, man. You know, Yahawah, through Yahawashi, even Isaac being the very one that blessed Esau and Jacob. You know, concerning things to come, and it says that in the New Testament. So they were born for a purpose. Esau was born for a purpose on earth, to be the wicked. Most High knew his spirit before he even made him. You know, the so-called white man is a physical counterpart of spiritual demon Satan. But he has an end. He has an end to his seed line. His bio has an end. Go ahead.
Verse 17, and he is before all things.
He is before all things. Go ahead.
And by him all things consist.
All things exist, right? Or
Consist.
Yep. You know, all things are what things are made of. So, you know, you have Esau that was born. What did it say? As soon as he be born, he came out and he was red all over like an hairy garment. Like, behold, this man is wasted away, man. So he was born that way. What did it say? Wicked are estranged from the womb. They were born to be wicked, man. Like we talked about that song, Born to be Wild.
Mm-hmm.
He was born to be wild, man. So you can't fix Esau. You can't make him not unwild. You can't make him do what you want him to do. Be peaceful, so-called white man. Give us rights and freedoms and all that. No, he gonna do what he wants to do, man, until the Most High destroys him, man. But
the map but to steal, kill, and destroy.
yeah,
So peace is not given to them.
yeah,
That's they don't drive on peace, they drive on chaos.
yep. And the very opposite of the Most High, you know. Whatever the Most High set up in order, he just orders. You know. What you got? You got a scripture? Go to Ezekiel.
Fruit of the Spirit.
There's a spirit in man.
Okay.
So that, you know, the churches be like, well, you know, everybody's born an adventure. You know, we're all gonna fade away after this, and nothing even matters on earth. Like some stupid ass BS. But you put a whole nation in slavery, man. You know, and men aren't they still receiving judgment for what they do up on the earth? You commit a crime, you go to jail. Somebody's over your ass to where you can't do certain things. You're not free in this place. And that's the Most High set Esau up as the sword, as a judge into, you know, in certain matters, you know, certain regulations, according to him being a cop, according to him being a lawyer. They handle all that business, man. Go ahead. You don't see no Jakes handling that. You got one Jake that was Johnny Cochran and shit. They killed his ass. They was like, yeah, that was the best lawyer for Jake and shit. Like, damn. You got common Jakes talking about, damn, I was going to use Johnny Cochran for my case. Johnny Cochran ain't hit him. They knock everybody out that got a prominent position in his life to compete against them. Go ahead.
Job, chapter 32, verse 8. But there is a spirit in man.
There is a spirit in man, so he's not operating by himself. Somebody put that spirit in a man, man. Man didn't make his own spirit, did he? Because if that was the case, he wouldn't even have to be subject to the matters of this flesh. He'd just say, shit, I made my own spirit. Let me disappear from this place. Let me get out of here. Let me fly out of here. What did King David say? If I had wings like a dove, I would fly. Because all this stuff is the gravity of this place, which is go back to grave. We're stuck here on earth. But if you fly against above the heavens, you wouldn't have to deal with no ghetto or no slums and all that. We're bound in these chains of darkness. Go ahead.
And the inspiration of the Almighty giveth them understanding.
Yeah, it talks about in Job also. It talks about when a man tosses it to and fro, slumbering up in his bed, the Most High instilleth in instruction. So the inspiration comes from the Most High that men have. You know, the men make movies. Men, you know, they modeled after their creator, which what you do, you create. You know, you write a movie. What did Most High wrote? He wrote this movie before anybody. A man wrote anybody anything up on the earth for a movie and shit. This is the blueprint of everything that goes inside of creation. You know, we even told that pseudoscience demon. We told him before the chimney was high in Zion, the Most High was, before this was even formed, before you were formed in your womb. We'll get that scripture. Most High said, I knew you. You think he knew? You don't think the Most High knew about the enemies? He sent the enemies against us, man. He's the one that sent the enemies against us. Go ahead.
This is Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 5. Before I formed thee in the belly,
before I formed thee in the belly,
I knew thee.
I knew thee. So you don't think he knew who Esau was as an enemy? You don't think he hey, Esau, I mean, Isaac blessed him with the sword. Who do you think he was gonna do with the sword? Just put it in there for show and shit? Like, it's a great piece of art. I'll put it in my museum or something. It's made to slay people, man. And Isaac blessed him with that, which was Yahawashi. Go ahead.
And before thou camest forth out of the womb,
go ahead.
I sanctified thee.
I sanctify thee. Before you came out the womb, so the prophets was meant to be born even before they knew who they were. Even before, because it said, what? And there's no remembrance of the former things, man. So you're a baby and stuff. You don't know you're going to be a prophet, but the Most High knows. He's like, preserve that baby. They knew Yahawashi was going to be born on earth. They said, where's the star going to be? Like, where's the... That's why, but I think Nebuchadnezzar did that too. Herod, he ordered every Hebrew male child to be slain. Because he knew that's what the prophets come from. They be born up on earth.
Well, that's why they had to flee into Egypt. Joseph and Mary had to flee into Egypt until King Herod died, and then they was able to, come back.
And that was when the Yahawashi was just a child.
Yep.
They said, take the child to Egypt.
Yep.
Go ahead.
That's why we in New Egypt right now, spiritual Egypt.
Yep.
Doing the same thing Yahawashi did.
Yep.
Wherever you at, man, you in your captivity, man.
Go ahead.
And I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations.
Shalom to the brothers and few sisters who come to boy Yahawashi Marashai, Bahasham Qadash, Atham. You know, Isaiah, Idaho, Shalom. Go ahead,
That's it.
what you in with?
Ordained
be a prophet. Yep. So even when you was a little baby, Most High knew you been already called to be a prophet. They don't know. Your parents don't know. They think they just having regular children. But when we were Israelites, when Mary said, "What did the angel have to? What did he tell Mary?" He said, "In your womb is holy. It's holy. It's called holy. He shall save he shall be the only. He shall be the Son of God." But nobody told our parents that they were going to have prophets, so they don't think so. They look at you like, but still, even though growing up, I was shy, they still called him the carpenter's son. They still labeled him among the sinners. They still was like, yeah, you just, I was shy. I mean, you just a man, you just a prophet or whatever. Go ahead.
This is the book of Sirach, which is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 33, verse 10. And all men.
Yeah, we'll take, go ahead. Take the water. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Go ahead.
It's Sirach chapter 33, verse 10. And all men are from the ground.
All men are from the ground. So we all come from the ground. Everybody got melanin. Well, Esau. But he came in as our brother. Even as Cain, he still was our brother in the time of Abel and Cain. But Cain slew Abel. But yeah, we all come from the ground, all men. So there's a such thing as from the ground. But there's a go ahead.
And Adam was created of earth.
And Adam was created of earth, man. So that's a different league in earth game, in the coming from the dust game. It even says the Most High made the earth for our sake. So we're the people of the earth. We belong here. These other nations, they just here for the the purpose of how Most High set them up. But they're gonna be under us though. Because even an example of Sarah and Hagar. Hagar had to report back to Sarah, which was a Hebrew woman. Hagar was a heathen woman. So those dynamics, they speak through history, and it's going to play out again when we rule the earth. Go ahead.
Verse 11, in much knowledge the Lord hath divided them.
The Most High had divided them, divided the sons of Adam, So you got nations, you got, like the apostles always say, the sons of God, the sons of men, and the sons of the wicked. We fall in the category, the sons of God. The Israelites, go ahead.
And made their ways diverse.
And made thy ways diverse, man. Even if you go to China, they got their own ways of making their own rugs, or Persian rug. They got their own way of fashioning things and how they eat and what the things they create, their music and all that, And they're gonna have to get on the level when we become rulers again over them. They're gonna have to get on the level with their music and how they entertain us. Because hey, just like that Remember the Time video, when they used Eddie Murphy as Pharaoh, when he wasn't pleased, he'll send them to the lions and shit. Like, yeah, motherfuckers, y'all thinking I'm a fool, man. You might be offended by somebody bringing you. You might be an A&R producer, and somebody bringing you a list of their songs and tracks and all that, and they whack as hell. You'll be offended because you're like, what kind of man you think I am to accept this bullshit? So when we get on top again, they're gonna have to bring the best of their stuff, man. The best of their women, the best of their whatever they have in their possessions. Go ahead. Go.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 38.
And when I say they, I'm talking about these other nations. Elam, which is East Indian, Moab, Chinese, so forth, Hamites, Africans, so forth, man. Go ahead.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 38.
Once in 39.
But the Most High giveth it a body as it hath pleased him.
You
want to go for it?
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe 14. Go ahead.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 36. Thou fool, that which thou sowest is not quickened, except it die.
Yeah, except it die. Now that doesn't mean that you have to die physically too on this side, because what it say, the Holy Spirit is like those dry bones coming back alive. You can get lively, become alive again in the spirit of Yahawah Yahawashi. You don't have to die and then go back to the spirit world to be rejuvenated. You can be rejuvenated through this word right here. So what it say, and that's the quickness. So it talks about that old man killing that old man, that old body shed on. Go ahead.
Verse 37, and that which thou sowest not that body that shall be, but bear grain.
But bear grain. So everybody was born as a grain on earth, seed on earth. You got the seed of the wicked. They born just like us, right? Born as babies coming through the womb, the matrix. But you don't know who that baby is going to grow up to be. Mm-hmm. Hitler, Trump, Nero, you know what I'm saying? It's the same person. All those mighty men that grew up, they were once children from the womb. Nobody knew who they were going to be.
Because there's different classifications of flesh. Yeah. An Israelite, the flesh of an Israelite is not as the flesh of an Edomite. It's not the same type of flesh, even though they're both humans coming from Adam.
Well, they're not both really humans, because human mean color. I know what you're saying. Go ahead. They both men.
Yep.
They're different type of men. Go ahead.
It may chance of wheat.
It may chance of wheat. So you got that in a physical example, like people grow up to be Olympics and stuff. Michael Jordan grew up to be the greatest basketball player. He had a chance to do that and prove it and become that. But that's just a common man right there. Even though he moved to great heights, in this world, he's still a common man. We talking about the men of the Lord, which is spiritual, which is going to one day get spiritual powers, man. To rule their enemies, to rule over the whole earth. Michael Jordan didn't rule the whole earth. He influenced people, even from here to Japan, China and Japan and all that. He influenced people. They want to be like Mike, you know, but he didn't rule the world. We talking about ruling the world, man. Like Brightburn, take the world, go ahead.
Or of some other grain.
Or some other grain, you know? So it talks about in the Corinthians, we still might get it. We don't want to move too ahead of ourselves, but it's Most High had different, it's that we in Corinthians now. Yeah, it's gonna go into it. Like, but yeah, different type of grain.
You want me to jump back, so it's good we did that.
So yeah, you got Edomite, that's a different kind of grain, man. It even says he's got different mannerisms.
Yeah.
You know? Jake is a different kind of grain. That's the grain of the Most High, a righteous seed and representation of his very person, if you will. You know, of how he wants things to be, his mind state, so to speak. I'm saying it in man terms, you know, because they act like the Most High is just, he don't relate to the earth. Like, you know, he just a God in heaven. I don't know about the humans down there. What are humans? I don't know about the flesh. What is God? He made us. And we said, this is the flesh, being in the flesh is a representation of his work from the heavens. That's why we're supposed to do what the Most High is supposed to do. And then the nation's supposed to look at it like, they're the children of God right there. They don't eat swine. They don't commit adultery, idolatry. That's the children of God. Go ahead.
Verse 38, but the Most High, Yahawah, giveth it a body as it hath pleased him.
You think the Most High could have, he didn't have the power to, saying these things. He didn't have the power to not make Esau like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had the power. He said, let him come out wasting away, man.
Yeah.
You know? He fashioned him.
I know what it is. Take this off. Usually I take it off. Screen protected. It's lucky, y'all.
A small technical difficulty.
All right.
Shalom to the brothers and few sisters on the coming go. Shalom. Go ahead.
1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 38, but the Most High Yahawah giveth it a body as it hath pleased him.
Just like everybody started off the same, right? The beast started off the same. They had their pups, they had their children. It comes through the moon of that same female origin, right? The mother. She got breasts, but they ain't the same breasts as the human. But she does have breasts. Same thing with the dolphin underwater. They had little dolphins under the water. They can breathe under the water. You know? So all the nature is the same way the Most High designed. It's Esau, the devil, trying to make a man pregnant and shit. Trying to make a woman not have a cycle and shit. Devils, man.
Yep.
Pseudoscience devils, man.
That's why we gotta get rid of these people, man.
Yeah, Most High is going to destroy that devil off the earth, man.
Boy, gotta get rid of
Because he ain't right, man.
Yep.
This devil is not right, man. Everything goes against the Most High. He's like, well, you know, humans are not perfect, so we got to make them perfect through the microchip. To design robots are messing up all the time. Your computer crashes all the time, you dumbasses. Go ahead.
And to every seed his own body.
Every seed his own body. So you were born as an Edomite, that's your own body, and that own body of people. Most High wanted you born that way. Go ahead.
Verse 39, all flesh is not the same
All
flesh.
flesh is not the same flesh, man. You know? You can't be an Israelite and an Edomite at the same damn time. It doesn't matter. We all bleed the blood. We all bleed the same. But what about righteous blood? You know, go ahead.
But there is one kind of flesh of men.
Flesh of men. You know, it's different. What they trying to say? It's mermaids and shit. It's gonna say it's a different kind of men than what? Go ahead.
Another flesh of beasts.
Another flesh of beasts. Go ahead. So the man, beast got different levels of his power, like the teeth of a lion. We don't use our teeth as our power. Man used inventions on earth, but we use it now. Even have to use inventions. We use it no jujitsu and shit. Like King David, he said he thanked the Most High for his fingers to pour, his arms to bend steel and shit, man. But now the Most High, the humans have weakened. They need weapons now. Yeah, teach my hands to war, my fingers to fight. But now it's been weakened, so now, man, they depend on carnality as their weapon.
Because that's what they don't understand. The prophets is back today, man.
Yep.
And we are weaker than we used to be, because what we used to do, what we really did was publish this book for Yahawah, Yahawashi, man. The body of prophets, man. Starting with the 12, starting with the teachers, man, the apostles.
Yep.
You know? Because apostle means sent. He sent those men because they are not the same flesh as other men. Other men are not doing what those men did, man.
Right.
They're not doing that.
Yeah. But it does talk about the physical makeup and the DNA of it too. Because you know, it says I was talking man and beast, they're different.
Yep.
You know. Go ahead. But the thing is, the sons of God should be able to outrun a cheetah. To be able to remember it said who wrestled with the lion and broke basically the mouth of the lion and all that.
Broke the jawbone out his ass.
Yeah. The beast speared us at one time.
Because we was not playing, man. We came a long way, man.
They're talking about, they see you. Yo, if you go out there and strong arm a lion and take them down and rip them apart, you come back in, your wife ain't gonna call you a beast. She gonna be calling you, she gonna be thanking you and some. She ain't gonna be calling you some that's what Esau does. Y'all animals and shit and beasts and all that.
Sure ain't gonna be giving you no
she gonna get wet, and yeah, she gonna get wet, man.
Ain't gonna be no back talk. You know that.
Exactly.
Gee. Just making sure they ain't gonna go out.
You know what? Like the scripture say, beasts of the earth shall be at league with thee.
Yeah.
Peace with thee. Yeah. And so we're going back to that.
Yeah.
It's part of that reset.
They're gonna have to be.
Because man,
you gonna find out them 144,000 like men, those the most terrifying creatures on the planet.
But
God created on the planet, man. Jack the place up, man.
Well, what did Esau do? As deception, he nurses our people, so they think he love them. They think that he loves them, man.
Mm-hmm.
Just like the lion, if you grow up a lion from a cub and feed it all the time, he grow up with a mane and all that and a full door. He gonna still love you, even as a beast, because you became his father, so to speak, or a father figure. That's why pimps can easily get hoes, because they become a father figure to these hoes. I'll pay for this, baby. I'll take care of you. I'll take you in. Ain't no other way around. It wasn't. They catered to him, and he took care of them. Go ahead. Just like our father take care of us. Go ahead.
Another of fishes.
So you can't have man and fish. There's no such thing as mermaids and shit, man. That's another flesh. Beast is another flesh. Go ahead.
And another of birds.
You got what do you call that? One beast and another birds. You got one beast called what is that? The camel, and how everybody rides up on him in the desert. And all. He was made, his legs and his strength was made to carry men across the desert. Same
That's
thing.
all it do.
That's all it does.
That's all it do.
And then you can't be like, I feel sorry for the camel. Oh, yo, so many men have rode on your back and, you know, you're tired and all that. That was what you made to do. Same thing with the, what was that other one? The ass and all that.
Yeah, man.
The donkey is, the donkey is strong as hell. He kick your ass, you might go flying and shit. He was made for that strength to carry that stuff on his back.
And if we the sons of God and we presenting ourselves as holy men, that's why the Lord said don't eat swine, because the point of the swine, the flesh, that flesh of swine is to eat the damn trash. It's a trash can.
Yeah.
Don't eat the fucking trash can, Jay. You're supposed to let the trash can be a fucking trash can. You don't cook it. You know?
That's why
its purpose.
you buy a garbage can to throw garbage in. You don't throw nothing else in there. Preserve food in there. It's for your trash, man.
Jay don't understand this shit, man. This is plain.
Yeah. Go ahead. That's how you know Most High designed everything, man.
What crazy.
What did he say? He separated the clean from the unclean. The clean food, bird, beast and the unclean beast. The venomous beast and the not venomous beast, whatever. Like he separated those things. You got the wicked man and you got the righteous man.
Yep.
You know? All those others that fall in between and that's why he said the spirit with nothing about. He worried about the wicked and the righteous.
Yep.
There ain't no in between angels in the heavens like, Lord, can I do something? It ain't no point. I'm dealing with righteous angels and evil angels, man.
They ain't like these movies where they had these little commentary on just some little bullshit that's going on with the cast. He's talking about the two main characters the whole time.
Like we always mention them extras. Y'all see me in the movie? Talking about that motherfucker in the back that was sitting eating popcorn. We ain't worried about you. Worried about that motherfucker over there, man. That's why your parents like, that's good, baby. When you gonna get a bigger role? You know? They want to see you on the main character screen and shit. Go ahead.
Verse 40, there are also celestial bodies.
You might get lucky and be a part of a bigger movie like The Matrix or something, you know? And you be like, you got a little scene where you talk to Neo. That might be, you know?
They might say something about you.
Just like, who is that? Ruth. She got a part of the playing a role as helping the Israelites.
Yep.
Like, I'm the one that helped the Israelites. Yep. But she's still a heathen, though.
Yep. She just got told she hid somebody.
Yep.
Or looked out for somebody.
Yep.
And that's cool.
Yeah.
You know? But it had to involve the men.
Yeah. Exactly.
For it to be mentioned,
Who
man.
were the main characters in that role? The spies. Yeah. You know? Okay.
Verse 40. There are also celestial bodies.
Because you do have women, even of other nations. Yeah. You know, I'm his wife and all that. And but you're still a heathen. We still love our women above the heathen women. They still on the level on top of above these.
Yeah, you can never be a full wife to an Israelite.
Yeah.
If you're of another nation, you'll be a concubine. You'll be a wife of lesser status.
Yeah.
You'll still be treated right.
Yeah.
But you are not going to be equal to an Israelite woman.
Nope.
Ever. Even
Nope.
till now, never.
Nope.
You'll never be worth.
Our women will always be above you, man.
Always.
You know? Like Sarah, like Hagar and Sarah. What did the angel say? Report back to Sarah, man. The hell are you doing?
Yep. Like our concubines in the kingdom we're gonna be the only one you pop. That's it. You ain't gonna have no multiple men. That's why we tell you women out here, we ain't dealing with a lot of y'all because you out here just sleeping around with everybody, man. We're supposed to be holy in this motherfucker, man.
Yep.
And that's not something that's portrayed here. So you got to be careful who you lay with in this thing too, because they really not worthy of this, man.
That's
It
really
ain't worth the time, man.
That's really an example of a holy woman. They be like, what's the difference between you and us? Well, I've only had with this one man in all my life.
You can go deal with them, but right now we at war, man. We're at war with the whole earth and the ideologies of this earth, man.
That's why the fathers are called the sons to come out of there, come out of her, man.
Yep.
Come out and listen to these devils, man. Go ahead.
And the body's terrestrial.
And some of the bodies are terrestrial. Go read that again.
1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 40, there are also celestial bodies.
Celestial bodies, even with the moon. Like, ain't it for us? The moon for us? Most High said I made the moon for the lesser light to rule the day. But it's for you, for months and times and all that. It's for us. But the moon, can't nobody be up there floating, like, without a pillar just out there like that. Now, we were one spiritual like spiritual entities where we were, but that's why they worship the moon and sun and all that stars, because they was like, that's a greater power right there. But what did the Most High say? He made things for our sake, man. You know,
he put that big rock right there for a light, and Esau tried to blow it up.
Yeah,
Esau tried to shoot a rock at it with a dog in it and blow it up, and it couldn't happen.
it's for your time. If you blow up the moon, that means it's the end of your time too, dumbass.
What is wrong with
for the
E,
times
bro?
and seasons, man.
What's wrong with E, man?
That's like somebody say, meet me at this time, and he give you a clock to meet you. You ain't no clock, and then you destroy that. I don't know when to meet him, because you destroyed the very time, motherfucker. Now you ain't gonna be on time for nothing, man. Go ahead.
You're tripping, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta go.
Did you ever think it might destroy you too, dumbass?
That shit crazy.
If he thought he could knock the moon, what if the moon fell on your ass after you knocked it off its axis?
And then the waves start just everything just because it moves the waters.
Yeah.
Okay, so the tide can come in and back.
That's basically what happened when he was fucking with shit. It said all the foundations are out of course, man.
That's why
this dumbass.
That's why the last SpaceX rocket they tried to shoot up there, it just blew up before it even took off. It just blew up.
Yeah, and little Fido was inside and he knew he wasn't coming back.
More like
damn dog. Like, these motherfuckers have sent a dog to space, man. I ain't coming back.
Hey, Lord, in the air, it's be some horrible deaths, man. Y'all thought y'all gonna get out of here with that technology. He ain't gonna get out of here. Okay. It says, but the glory of the celestial is one.
The glory of celestial is one. That's another kind of glory, man. Like people, they say, man, it's a sunny day. I'm glad, they glorify the sun in a certain way. And then, the moon, like, hey, man, many moons ago, we're talking about the moon. But how many men have talked about the prophets in a good way, man? Where's our glory?
You know what?
Because
Yahawashi can reveal that celestial form to the whole world.
Yeah, he's gonna open it up.
Have not yet been seen. Pure celestial body on this planet. You know what I'm saying? Yahawashi, when he said, I will not meet thee as a man, that's him. He's gonna come in this most purest form. And that whole, you're gonna see the angels with him. Man, that's gonna be it, man. Woo.
Yeah, that's
the
why
world ain't never seen that.
Yeah.
And because we had angels that came down before, and I believe that's what is that? The Ezekiel first chapter. But hey, the way the Lord gonna return, man.
It's just like in Goku, you had different forms of Goku. He had a purest form. We only see Yahawashi in a form as a man who sacrificed himself for Israel. That's the only form we've seen. We haven't seen his full beauty yet. When that comes,
and even something as simple as the glory of a woman is her hair, right?
Yep.
So, and all the glory in the worlds of this, what she can attain to in her position of being a woman, and money and all that, she's worried about her damn hair. That's why they have all that weave out and wigs on. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
they spend money on. Go to the salon business of hair and wig. It's $1 billion company, man.
Yep.
So you be thinking like, damn, it ain't really even the money. It's the wig. It's her hair, man.
And the kingdom, man, it's gonna be different types of styles of hair and textures. And that beauty, man. Yeah. Like our women gonna have the most beautiful hair. Man, can't even imagine it. Yeah. And your heathens will never have some hair like that. Yeah. You ain't gonna never have no nice hair like that. That's gonna come from the sons of the Most High, man. That's gonna come from that seed. They ain't gonna get it.
Coming to America, they ain't nothing but juices and berries.
Man,
we used to use those natural elements, man. But now people use processed perm stuff. Go ahead.
That's why when they see Judah, that hair she had, man, they was like, hey, yeah, that's coming back to our women. But right now,
and her skin, her skin tone, like it was flawless, man.
Yeah, right now the Lord got to burn the eyelashes off most of them right now.
Yeah. Go ahead.
And the glory of the terrestrial is another.
Yeah, you can have a certain glory on earth, like I said, going back to the NBA, you win a game, you feel like, man, you feel like you in a kingdom. At that point, nobody could tell you nothing. You just, you're about to spend that money, pop that champagne. Nobody could tell you nothing, man. You're on top of your game, even with graduation, stuff like that. Those are different carnal glories and shit, man, up on the earth that men enjoy. Money. Let's say you're a millionaire. You don't have to worry about nothing. Nobody telling you shit. You don't have to go into work on 9 to 5. Nobody can talk shit. Like, I'll buy this whole building and shit, man. But we don't glory in carnal things, man. We glory in the spiritual realm, man. Spiritual realm is already here through the prophets, through the elect men. Go ahead.
This is Matthew chapter 23, verse 34.
That was it on the.
Yeah, we went to the glory of the moon and the sun. That's what
Yeah.
Okay. Back to 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 41. There's one glory of the sun.
Now in the Genesis, it says the sun to rule the day. So the sun it got its own kind of rule type of element to it. It rules the day. And it said the lesser light to rule the night. So they have their own glory as a ruler in its own, form of with the Most High. Mm-hmm. But we don't have no glory but Yahawah, Yahawashi. We're not rulers yet. But we rule with this. Like, that's why they say about the apostles that rule well. They don't have no crowns, physical crowns on their head, but they ruling with this word, man. With this spiritual sword and the spiritual body.
It's training, you go back into the ancient days, right? Before the son became a king, he had to be trained to be a king first. He didn't just when he get old, get grown, be given the throne. No, it's prior to that, he's being trained by his father to be a king. To take it,
Yeah, because that was the situation.
So it's kind of like that.
Yeah, that was the situation with Solomon, because he had sons. They said, who you gonna pass your throne down to? Yeah, there was only one king, but what the Most High say, I'm gonna make y'all all kings, man. I'm gonna give y'all all crowns, 144,000. All y'all could be priests.
Yep, and that's why when it said, let no man take thy crown, he's talking to those men because they already got it, man. They've been had it.
Yep.
And chosen since dawn of time. They always done had it, man.
Go ahead.
But no, it's beautiful, man, because that shows the humility of Yahawashi.
Mm-hmm.
Man, because he didn't have to do that. He didn't have to share his cause what you read earlier, he said all things were created by him and for him. I mean, literally everything.
Mm-hmm.
But he that's that love, man.
He shared it with his brother.
Yeah, he shared it with those.
And even in that, he told us that even great men, like when we was going to other scripture, said, not all great men are wise. After you go more into it. So sometimes us as our forefathers, including us, we made mistakes. But that don't mean we ain't sons of the Most High, man. If we are those men, it don't matter. Yeah, like it don't matter what you did.
King Solomon being an example, man.
Because it wouldn't matter what you did, because you formed to do this. Like, you're gonna do this.
Yeah,
you're not gonna not do it.
That's why Paul said that. He said that those things I would do, I do not. Those things that I do not, I do.
Man, this stuff too powerful, man. For a mortal, man. It's too powerful, man.
That's why we talking about this word coming from the heavens. We didn't, you know what I'm saying? This is from the Most High. It's his voice. What it say? The voice of the Father. He's the true Father of all spirits, man. Go ahead.
So every day we worship Yahawah, Yahawashi. Ain't no one Father's day.
Yeah.
We worship Yahawah, Yahawashi every day, man.
We don't wait till all right.
Every day.
I gotta wait for this. Same thing with anything else. Because what it say about the son to the father says the son asks his father and he's gonna give it to him. If we ask for the name, he's gonna give it to us. He ain't gonna leave us out here without his name, man. Go ahead.
And another glory of the moon.
Another glory of the moon. He explained that he's made the moon for the lesser light. The lesser light to rule the night. And the tides and all that. And the things that the moon that represent the moon, even the time. I made the moon for it. It has its months, it has its times.
And like we were saying earlier, he made Esau and made Esau to try to blow it up. To show you. Esau ain't got no power, man.
Go ahead.
And another glory of the stars.
So those are celestial beings. But there's a higher celestial being than that. That's a fourth dimension, man. Most High is over the star. He created Yahawashi. He created all those things, man. They ordered, what did it say? The ordinance of the sun and the moon and stars. They're ordered to do that. It says who is over, it's paraphrasing, who is over the sun and it's going down, it's rising up and going down. That's the Most High. It ain't no string that you pull like Esau and shit, like the blinds and shit. Yeah. Like raising a flag or something, like the sun come up when you pull that string out. That's the Most High order, those things already written. That's what we telling men. Men talking about proud and shit, but you scared to go outside because it's the wind blowing too hard on your ass. Something that you can't even see, like we said earlier. Yeah, you know, men go inside the they go inside the basement and hide, and hopefully they don't get blown away with the debris. That means you ain't God, mother sucker. You know? Go ahead.
Trying so hard.
Sucking on that mother titties. You gotta go to the father, man. Go ahead. Yeah, man.
But one star different from another star.
Different from the other. Just like the stars in this world. We all different. You want us to be the same. This brother can do this other. You know what I'm saying? But we all have powers. We all have certain abilities, man. You know? Sure, just for a second. Wait down there. You know? Go ahead. Like we said, you know, you have brothers that different garments, different beards and all that. You know? We don't get too extreme with that. We don't glory in that. You know?
And you know, it's beautiful too about that, because like I said, a star different from another. What did it tell you, Daniel, the 12th chapter, that they shall, those that are behind those that bring many to righteousness shall shine as the stars forever. And you know, you look at the stars, there's different colors we ain't never even probably seen before.
And that's what I'm saying. Like,
and that's how,
like only an Israelite can withstand having a covenant with Yahawah, Yahawashi. That's why a lot of us, our beards is all scruffy and shit. We got getting our ass whooped by Yahawah Yahawashi for 2,000 years. Longer than everybody on the planet. You can't be Edomite and go through that. Cain was already out there in the field like, I can't even bear the one curse you gave me. Try being a man of the Lord, a real man of the Lord. The Lord said he chastened of every son he receiveth, man. Yeah. He got special ass whoopings.
What did it say along with that? Lest you be bastards.
Yep, and not sons.
So that's why we say we the children of the Father. Yahawashi, that's all he talked about is his father. He talking about he didn't have a father, that he was. That's all he talked about is his father, man. My Father in heaven. When our prayers say, "Thou Father, my Father, thou art Father in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come." Thy name is in there. Hallowed be thy name. It's in the prayer. It was a spiritual, because a man just walked by and he had the City of Angels on his shirt. That's spiritual, man. We're talking about spiritual stuff. Celestial beings, angels. Go ahead.
For one star different from another star.
Even going back to Atham, it said you have dominion over the fowls and air, fish of the sea. How we gonna have dominion over the fish of the sea if we can't breathe underwater? We should be able to breathe underwater. You know? Or at least stay there a long time. Down there chilling for 2 hours and shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But Jake want to stay in the water that long anyway. I got it. People sitting there wondering what's in there right now.
Boy, man, all different types of little fleshes down there, man. Hey, when that Leviathan gonna come out, you gonna know that's a different type of flesh too. You're gonna be like, oh shit. So some people have a heart attack seeing that motherfucker.
Yeah. But the elements are working. When you're a son of God, the elements work around you and shit. The water would have been like, oh, that's the son of God right there, you know. I ain't gonna drown him. Breathe with me, man. You the son of God. Help you breathe.
What you just said about Leviathan, you know, what is that? They found 7 new, could be wrong with the number.
Man, that thing is an Esau Edom meat grinder. Okay, that thing's coming straight for you.
They found
2/3.
Yeah, they found new species. They're discovering new species under the water. So, hey, it's not far-fetched, man.
They said this city's underwater. The lakes. in the water and shit.
Lakes within the damn ocean and shit, under the ocean, like the air pocket under the ocean. It's a whole valley down there. Like that's how kind of shit is here.
Worlds within worlds.
Man,
Shalom, sisters, brothers. Come back to GMS Virgin Islands. Brothers and sisters who come. So we should be able to run faster than the cheetah, stronger than the lion. You know, what did it say about Superman? He leaped tall buildings. And, you know, he's invincible. Superman. You know, like Apostle Rawchaa said, that you know, it's supposed to be. You know, what apostles always say,
Halal.
which is called Allah, all power. It's supposed to be Superman, man. How you gonna let a bear run? You scared of the bear? What the mystical say? Help the bear. You see the bear help the bear.
and this is how you know the men of the wicked eventually caused the whole earth to basically look at all men as worthless. You know, that's when you got women who do that meme like I'd rather be with a bear than be under a man. But the bear tell your ass to shreds.
And like I said, with the machines, they like, man, the person is really bad. We got machines. Yeah. You know? So that's the devil saying that we're worthless in the flesh. Most I say, and you don't know what it's gonna become. He's gonna make the brave Superman. You know, he can say he can make the same dust of the ground into gold. You know, go ahead.
1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 42. See, also it's the resurrection of the dead.
Yeah. So that's a different kind of way. Men are called in a different kind of way on this earth. Some are called, what did it say? Some are called to this, to be occupied in this situation, this position. Other men occupied in this position. Not everybody is occupied to be occupied with the Lord's work, or to be into the Lord's work. He only called specific men to do his work. He didn't call the whole world to do his work.
Yep.
So if we're, the men of the Lord is a different faction than the regular men, the common men. He say, "I'll be all the same." Okay.
It's sown in corruption.
It's sown in corruption. Because everybody had these bodies. Remember back then, we used to live longer, almost 1,000 years. What happened? I asked what happened. I want to know. Know what happened. Broke the commandments of the Lord. Took the statute. Even our spiritual statute. Jake filled this small. He used to be a king and a god. A priest. Yeah. Yeah. So he took our statue away. Now you don't feel so good, you know what I'm saying? You're like, hey,
Yeah.
you know?
We bound down here with everybody else who's not in that classification of being a god.
Yeah.
We're down here with people who are never going to be gods.
Well, that's why the Most High had to tell the Israelites, you don't look on the outward side of man, you
Yep.
look on the inward side.
Yep.
Because our people used to be afraid of the Philistines because they were tall men.
Mm-hmm.
They were like, look at these people towering over. They said, oh, look at the outward appearance.
That's why, you know, when you get later on into it, that's why we're saying that we look like all other nations, because our men made it with all different types of women, but the seed comes from the man. It comes from the man. If I get $1 and I put it in the soda machine, the soda pop out, whose soda is it? It's mine. You know, you got to put the seed in. You know, that's
With that, it comes, you ever heard of stereotypes? You know, they be like, the East Indians, they're dirty and nasty. Well, they think of Negroes like that. But did we come from that origin? No. Did we come from the project in the slums? No. We were made to be kings and priests.
Yeah.
But the Most High, we lost that statue. Now we're getting it back through this knowledge, wisdom, understanding. The Most High waking us up.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't think ghetto no more. We don't think eating the bottom feeders of the earth, which is shrimp, crab, and lobster. That's bottom feeders. We ain't supposed to mess with bottom feeders.
Yep. Their job is to eat the crud off the ground.
What did it say?
That's their job.
You are what you eat.
And the results of that is, them eating, the bottom feed is being eaten.
Yep.
It's destroyed. What is that? The sea.
Yep.
It's not being clean like it's supposed to. The oceans.
Yeah.
And it's causing problems.
Yep.
So the Lord just he didn't say not to eat the shrimp or bottom feeders just because he just to be saying it. No, it's disrupting what's going on.
What's going on in the purpose of your body, which is to be a representation of the Most High. And if you're doing something contrary to that, you're going to get destroyed. That's what it's saying.
Yeah, just like he was our power. He still is. But he says, since y'all going off, I'm gonna give Esau the rule over y'all. And what is Esau doing? Same facets like correcting us and beating us and putting us in jail for the things we do. So that's the Most High to set him up to do that. Go ahead.
It is raised in incorruption.
It's raised in incorruption. So that means, like that same scripture too, it says, this mortal shall put on immortality. So Jake just want to stay here. He want to stay a regular man. I'm cool getting food stamps and stuff. As long as I got my little bills to pay, I got my little female, man. I'm cool, man. Huh? Oh, Jake, the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American.
Jacob.
Yeah, short for Jake.
Yeah. Abraham, Isaac, Jacob.
You ever heard of Jack? When Negroes use it in the hood, they say, I jacked this person. You ain't never heard that term? Well, it's short for Jacob because it means supplanter. So that when you
I jacked that car.
I jacked that car. That means supplanted. I supplanted. I got in that car.
Yep. So that's why people be jacking everything.
Yeah.
So sit your butt down somewhere. That ain't yours. Stop touching that.
Yeah.
Because it's Jake. It's Jacob. He ain't got no sense. But most Jacob ain't got no mind right now. They like little pussy.
But what did Jacob's name got turned to Israel? Prince of power. So we ain't gonna have to supplant no more. We're gonna have power to take over these nations.
Yeah.
If we want to unlock a car with our mind, we could do that. We ain't gonna have to find it. We ain't gonna be even thinking like that. We're gonna be rich. Yeah, we're gonna be rich.
Once you're tapped in, you can. There are no limitations.
You said what? Oh yeah, but there's a limitation to the things you're able to do and not do. That's why the Most High got laws and statute commandments. Because things when you open that door and say you can do anything, then Jacob would do wrong. He'll do evil. That's why the Most High said, "Don't be over much wicked, over much righteous." You got balance.
But there's limitations to people. Like not everybody is going to be a ruler of the universe forever. There's
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, we know what you're saying. We're just, we try to stick on the edifying for the, the flock, the people that, believe, but it's about these 144,000 elect men that the Lord formed as a military, okay, to come and be authorized to do certain things, than other people. And that's what I mean by limitations. There's limitations, like we were saying with the sun and the moon, it only has a limit.
Yep.
And there's certain people on the earth that can't get to another limit than Israel. Israel is the one that he promised immortality. He didn't promise everybody that.
Yeah, that's why the Most High said, "People on the earth judge righteous." Because when you're a king and you put in that position, they say they're going to come to you like a father. Can we do this? Just like a daughter come to her father. Can I wear makeup? You got to make a decision out of it. You can't just look at it alone like, because you be like, nah, that makeup it leads to stuff. Don't wear. You beautiful already. Don't wear that makeup.
Because we vessels, and the Lord said He made vessels of honor and vessels of dishonor. So those people, their purpose is to dishonor the Most High. That's their job. That's what He set it up to be. All souls are His. So He made certain souls to be dishonorable in the flesh to go against Him, so He can destroy them. That's what He does.
And if you understand the Most High, He's a man of war. The Lord is a man of war. So everything has an opposition, man. Everything. So where there's a wicked, there's a righteous. Exactly.
Yeah, there is a balance.
But the thing is too. Let me, and I just because you're a woman, but you know how they talks about equality. A man and a woman is not equal. That's not the balance of the Most High, because the woman and the man is one flesh. They suppose that if a woman is not connected with her father, she's connected with her husband. So the balance of that is not a man against a woman. It's supposed to be no opposition, but they make it as opposition by saying, by thinking like a woman's supposed to be on a man's level. That's not the case. She's supposed to be for men. It was made for men. So,
Because this world teaches us
yeah,
that women are supposed to be like men.
yeah, exactly.
Like men.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a man.
Exactly. I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
I realize that.
So to get our minds right and to spread this message. So I appreciate you are doing. I see you all the time.
Okay. Well, we're not all the same though. That matters. I know. We're part of a prominent group. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just like we were saying, there's different classifications of men. That same way with what men you're involved with. Because some people may seem like they're teaching what we're teaching, but we're not. They're not teaching what we're teaching. They're not. A lot of stuff they're not teaching. Like, for instance, the mark of the beast. Right? You know what that is? Can we?
Well,
$1 million question.
Yeah.
Stick on it? All right.
But I'm gonna put it out there and see if you can guess it.
Okay.
The MOTB, the mark of the beast, right?
Yep.
So what if there was any kind of mark of the beast right now as we're living in today, society, which is everything is operated by what? Currency, money. So what's the next step after when the money is not really as rich as it used to be? And they're trying to replace the money with something else. AI. Okay.
All right.
So
right.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Right.
There you go.
Right. So when we say that is, what do you think it is? What do you think the mark is? A mark, right? And it's got to be physical because it's got to do with money. You got to always give money to have something tangible. So it's definitely something physical that you're gonna have to do.
Well, I would say instead of using that word money, a buying and selling method, like the scripture.
Yeah, resource.
Yeah. So you buy and sell.
Yeah.
What are you gonna have to buy and sell if there's no money? There you go. That's it. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's what the mark of the beast is. Because when you go into that word mark, it means Barak, and it means an incision.
Yeah.
Okay. Then it's like I said, the right hand, right, or forehead, right. And when you look at that word forehead in the Greek, these are Greek words that they come back to. The word Karagma is in the Greek mark. And then when you go to forehead, it means metaton. It means between the eyelids. That's why they put in the brain chips. And people say,
Yeah,
that's the chip. That's the mark.
That's why Elon Musk came out of nowhere. Talking about Neuralink. Yep. Well, I mean, where did he come from, though? I mean, I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm saying. Before the Neuralink. Yes. Exactly. But I'm everything is laid out. So my point was before the Neuralink, what are he known to do? Now, everybody know about the Neuralink. That's all he talks about. So he's talking about putting a chip inside your brain so they can control you.
And that's one thing we're telling you, like the men of the Lord that we're with, starting with the elders on down, we are the only one, apostle and elders, bishops on down, brothers, young brothers like me, young brother over here, that they're basically set to teach this doctrine and nobody else is teaching that. What the mark of the beast is other than us. Any other camp, you go to IUIC, IUCPK, all these other people saying that they're Israelites, but they are not teaching you that the mark of the beast is the RBI chip. They're not teaching them. We're the only ones teaching them. That's why we don't associate ourselves with them. Because two men can't walk together unless they be agreed. That's Amos 3 verse 3.
That says in Ezekiel, warn the wicked.
Warn the wicked.
So we're on the highway, but the highways and byways not for our health. It is healthy to our spirit, but we're born in the wicked, basically.
Yep. The wicked.
So the blood is off our hands when the judgment comes.
Yep. Let's put it said In Proverbs 16, verse 4, the Lord will all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. So they're supposed to be evil. There's people who are supposed to be wicked. They're supposed to be wicked. So you got to know the main wicked is the one that we identified through the Spirit is.
But there's different levels of wickedness too. So
Yeah,
it's not personal. You know, if you got a personal problem with somebody, you know, just like our people got a personal problem with us, because it seems personal with them when we talk about these subjects, but it's not personal at all. It's just really we talked about what the Most High told us to talk about.
Yeah.
So sometimes you can be mad as a person against another person for personal reasons. The Most High is not a respect of persons. So you know you got to make sure you're personally affected by what the Most High told them not to do. Instead of your own personal feelings.
And then, like we said, the son of the wicked, the men of the wicked are the so-called white people. The so-called white people, they are biblically known as the Edomites. They are the sons of the wicked. You know, everything it said as it is on earth is in heaven. That means that all things on the ground. You got the wicked spirits on the ground, and you got the righteous. That's why we just going to go into the righteous blood of Abel. There's righteous blood. There's not every blood is the same. That's why Yahawashi, he called Jesus. He had to come and be slain for Israel, his own blood. His blood is more valuable than other people's blood.
Yeah, it talks about in the scriptures how he purchased them with his own blood, not the whole world.
Yeah.
He didn't purchase the whole world.
That's why he said, I pray not for the world. John 17:6, he ain't praying for everybody.
Yeah.
It's for them people on that chart. And it said out of them, only a remnant is going to get back. The rest of them don't die because they ain't listen. They're not listening. Because what he say, okay. Yes,
You know, these are hard topics, but you know, you do what the MOTB was, so
Yeah.
that's another a hard topic for people.
Yep.
So
Now you know what to see it if you take it. You see where it's going. Yep. Right. So
maybe lady like, man.
yes. So,
Go ahead.
yeah.
Hey, you know what's crazy? Hey, she like back because she got the message. She gonna start seeing shit crash out here.
Yeah.
She don't know what to come to.
We told you. We told you what it is. You can't say you didn't for a job.
At least I think her stuff was a humble vessel because she's an older woman. You know? She could have been stuck in the ways like, hey, what's happening? I'm on the bump. She gets it.
Yep.
You know, go ahead.
Yep. This is back to 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 43. You want to go to the righteous blood, Abel? Go ahead.
Go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Keep going. All right. It is sown in dishonor.
Sown in dishonor. Go ahead.
It is raised in glory.
Like she was saying, she was like, it's death. We can't find it.
That's the spirit of the spirits is heavy, man. Hey, the spirit of the men of the Lord when they step out, Lord start moving stuff out here. Get the moving, man. Get the blowing. Hey.
They never made it. Got to write him.
That's all right. I'll work on
Write him a letter.
getting some stronger stands, man. Them stands be a little costly though. This one's all right, but yeah, it be falling down. Yeah. When you had them cases on them, that'd be the problem with them cases. You gotta take the case off. Oh yeah. It got real windy real quick. Be careful putting on that button because it'll restart. You see what I'm saying? It's on that side. Yep.
But yeah, it's still slipping over this.
Here, just use my real quick. 1 second. I'm just shot. My phone might fit a little better.
This crappy ass.
Yeah.
Thing at the bottom.
Yeah, that's okay.
Still slip.
Let me see. Oh yeah, okay.
Nah, that rubber don't help at all either.
All right.
A little bit.
Yeah.
It'll
Okay.
slip. It'll slip.
Yeah. We'll get there. Yeah, because one of them seems to be working even without God on there. So yeah, something, man. Set yours over there. Yeah, that one should be holding because I just had that one on there.
Got to set it up straight. So
Yeah,
it's possible. Straight up, straight.
yeah, Slovakia. I thought these would be some good ones. I'll get some different fans pretty soon. Because, spend a couple dollars on them. We got to get them real good ones.
Yeah.
Just got to come together and get
Sure they lean, like put it forward in the straight.
Oh, okay. Like that. Yeah, there we go. All right. Yeah, I see what you're saying. That's got to be on that. Stop.
Yeah. Try again. You know how to set it up.
All right, y'all. Sorry, it got real windy, man. Everything was blowing all over the place. Okay. It's locked here, y'all. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Then you gotta go to get you in the studio. All right. Now we in there. All right. We back.
See, this takes pressure, man.
Yeah,
Acting like we're doing something again.
It's the part of enduring the hardness.
Yeah,
Not many people willing to be out here.
Especially if it's cold, it would have been like, man, let's get out of here.
Yeah. It'd be sometimes we'd be out here, it'd be 20 degrees, man. Yeah. Oh yeah. This is back to 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 43. It is sown in weakness.
Sown in weakness. Even when you're a child, you come as a child, but you grow up, you get stronger in your legs, and the next thing you know, you're super figured in this world. But that ain't the whole thing about it. Also, I said it's more. More than Yahawashi said, you got God. There's more to this. Go ahead.
It is raised in power.
Raised in power, man. So that's that mortal becoming immortal, and that's not for everybody. It's not for these nations, man. Because their thing is carnality. Even going back to apostles, it's an exercising of a process of that transformation. Just like over time, we got weaker and weaker. The man got weaker and weaker. We lived less years. First, it was almost 1,000, and it kicked down to like 700, and 6, 5, and 4, and all the way down to like it says in the Bible. Go ahead.
Yep. Verse 44, it is sown a natural body.
See, the natural body. But you got natural ways to do things. Even our people like the natural, right? The natural head and natural sin, but there's more to it. Esau don't like to go through all the process of the natural. He's like, forget that, man. The wax on, Daniel's son wax on and wax off. People like to go through that part. If you got a test and they give you a book, you're like, I gotta read all this. I just want to pass, man. But you got to read it to pass it. You got to read the Bible, going to the breakdowns, going to the words that put together the combinations of the history. Jake just want to have fun, man. He just want a freedom ticket. Time. Go ahead. But wait, to make thyself. You got to go through the process of being a slave. You can't just be a teacher right away. Even an apostle, they can't be the teachers of things.
You got to be raised up to do something like this.
Yeah.
You can't just do this any kind of way.
Yeah, your father raised you up. You know what? And I thought about it too. When you grow up under your father, when you're a child, you're going to hear no all the time more than yes. No, don't touch that. Because you're just a child want to touch everything. You want to put everything in your mouth. No. I like to say.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah. Like batteries and shit like that. Kind of eat a damn battery.
Your phone. You can't put a phone in your mouth.
Get that out of there.
Like, it's going to be no all the time. And then you start learning things, they won't have to tell you no. You just know how not to do it.
Then they just say, I'm proud of you.
That's how the commandments start off. This, It's a lot all the way through.
Yeah, they try to take some of the eyes out. They try to take some of the nose out and put them over there. Like when we say women ain't supposed to be teaching, you're gonna take that note and you're gonna put it in there. You're gonna take that out and then you're gonna teach. That's what's gonna get you destroyed, man. That's what's gonna get Jake destroyed, man.
You don't need to learn the yeses because you know the no's. Now the devil, after deception, like in the garden, the devil that mixed up. Now you gotta learn the yes and the no. You gotta know and yes. You gotta learn the evil, the good, and the evil. Because evil could be trickery too. It could be present itself as good. You know,
and the Lord been telling us know a whole bunch of stuff, man. We deny ourselves. I ain't doing that.
We get told by the no. Can I get your number? No. But when that Jacob shut up, yeah, you can have it. You can have the box. You can have my number. Anything. Just let us be called by that
name. Hey, man, I tell you, it's getting windy out here, Jake. Better hurry up. That strong wind is coming. Boy, that real wind is coming, man. You ain't gonna be able to hold no stands down. You're gonna be blown away. You're gonna be over up out of here, man. It has raised a spiritual body.
He didn't wait for the spiritual, man. Even with the Canadian, he was like, sacrifice. Esau, like, what is this birthright to me? I just, give it up and sell it. I mean, I just said, Jacob, your brother was serving the younger. But we haven't got to that yet. But Jake don't want to wait. That's why when they come out with that MOTB, he wants to sit down. Y'all talking about the kingdom. That could be like years from now, man. I might be over. I need to get myself right now.
It ain't no shaking this truth, man. This is the truth. That's what it is, man. Hey, and some people ain't gonna be classified to even understand it. All the way to the missile truck. They ain't gonna understand why we did this, man.
Them now Israelites. What it say? Remember the candy now later? They pronounce it wrong. Now later. It's now or later. They ate that shit down. You break open the candy. You want? Fuck it. I want to eat it now. You don't wait until fucking later.
Oh man,
that's the same thing with today, man. Esau. Yeah, you the elder son. I don't want that birthright. That's a spirit. I'm gonna have to wait 1,000 years is one day to go outside. I can't wait that long. No, 1,000 years. Yeah, let me go ahead and get mine. Oh, just like Most High. That's the Most High got you to where you don't get paid like every day. Jake, you gotta learn. You have patience a little bit. If you could trust Esau with your payment, your Bible payment, why can't you trust the Most High with your payment coming up in the kingdom, man?
We've been waiting on payments. We've been waiting for a long time, Jake. You better get in line because when you hand it out,
once you get that check, the kingdom forever. It ain't even gonna say no dollar amount. Welcome to the eternal kingdom.
Whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
And
what did it say about that woman that found that when she was looking at that gold or whatever she was looking for, she sold all her friends. God, I found it. Look. Some of them were jealous. You know what I'm saying? Some of them like plotting, like, let's get that. The devil want to take our crown, man.
Yeah, I seen somebody yesterday, they were trying to fix this car and the car turned on, they jumped for joy. That's how it's gonna be like when we get that blessing, man. You're gonna jump for joy. The car's on. Now I can live. Like that's how we waiting for the Most High, man. Waiting for that check, man. Because as soon as that come through, man, you're gonna be putting everything in check.
It's almost like a woman. Like, you know how they do on Christmas when the children gather around, they got one present, then you get another present. You got like 20 presents under the tree. And then even with your woman, you like, this special day for you to give her a present. She think that's it. I got something else for you. That's how the Most High gonna be like. These gifts are gonna be blessings gonna be overwhelming. Like
think about gifts forever. and not still know what it is when you get it and be a motor at the same time. That's dealing with the Most High, man. We ain't gonna ever be tired. Ever be bored.
That's who I'm rolling with. Father said, "We want to go."
Man. Jack he gonna turn down that. $2 in the pack of Rollo. Yeah, Jake lost his fucking mind. Something wrong with that guy.
Father bless Esau for a morsel of meat. You gotta tell all your children, you sell it for, did you get a little money? A morsel of meat.
You know the Lord had to do that, man, because nobody in their right mind would turn down immortality, man. So the Lord's doing that. There's no way somebody would want to do that.
This is his meat. Remember, it says the meat for a season. This is his meat ruling the kingdom right now. The earth giving it to his hand. A little season of that ruling.
Yep.
That's that meat.
Yep.
This bit what his disciples say on the matrix, ignorant is bliss. Yep. They don't even want to know. They don't even want to know America this way. I know. I don't want to hear about it because they know it's their end. It's over. You know.
Even if you try to move and go to another country, it said the earth shall toss you like a drunk. Yeah. There ain't no getting out. Yeah. There ain't no escape.
You an NBA team and you lose. You don't want to hear them celebrating in the locker rooms on next door, drinking champagne. Everybody like, I'm ready to go. Hear that? No. Esau don't want to hear about our celebration. We'll be popping toes and bottles. Forever.
But that's what we waiting on. The rest of this shit, we ain't worried about all this, man. We ain't worried about all this.
We've been on the bus stop as Most High's lovers waiting for his return, his son return. We've been on the bus stop. We're on the bus stop right now. Most High said he's gonna pick us up. We at the prom. Remember your prom? You wait for your ride and shit, right? I think so.
The limit don't pull up. You can't go to the prom, Jay. Yeah. We're waiting on the chariots, man. Limo don't pick you up. You ain't come to the prom. You gonna miss the prom, Jay. You gonna miss the reunion, man.
But everybody be talking about it, left like, he didn't show up. He ain't, and then he show up getting out the car fresh, grease, in his glory.
What?
And they're gonna be like, what is he here for? Right there. Yeah. Like Cinderella thing. They're gonna move out your way like, damn, I never thought she was. We didn't think that was all they look for. Go ahead. She's the special one. The elect Israel is the special one right now.
Yeah.
Move out the way. You bride and the other thought you was getting married, move out the way.
There's a natural body.
There's a natural body, like we are born in the natural body. Go ahead.
And there is a spiritual body.
There's a spiritual body, man. Remember it said that the spirit is put in the man. So that wickedness, that spiritual demon Satan is in Esau, played out on the earth. That's in him. That's why he can't help but be the devil he is. No, you can't put that back on us. Well, what about some of your people? We tell them. It's born the wicked, right? It's talking about our own people. We tell them that they're wicked. They ain't getting on them chariots if they don't get straight. But they will be reborn back into the kingdom because they're Israelites.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
They're forever Israelites.
But you do not want to make the Lord mad right now. This is the last. This is his anger is going to be displayed like no other time on the earth.
And it's going to show because when it says you touch the apple of my eye, it's talking about the elect, man. But Israel too, I mean, what happened to Israel and all the slavery, but mainly the elect. Once y'all try to touch us, start touching us with all this stuff, it's gonna go down, man.
Yeah, that's why, because you got, the wicked, which is Esau, they're gonna come down with great wrath.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be a lot of Israelites. There's gonna be a lot of Israelites that are going to be dealt with, be dealt with by Esau.
Because the Lord ain't gonna give you that. He ain't gonna give you that spirit, man. He's not gonna give you the Qadash. He's not gonna give you the Holy Spirit, man. He's not gonna give it to you, and you're gonna die, man. And that's what we're saying. Like we said, the body and the natural body and the spiritual body is different, but there's another spirit that can come on your spirit. That's the spirit of the Most High, man. He ain't come from this spirit and make it like we said, a man slay 10,000. He He ain't putting that spirit on every man. He only put that on a particular bit, like King David, man. You know, the apostles right now. But
Hey, you know, how you doing, man?
how you doing?
That one? Not the best. It's a lot. Sorry. Nah, no.
I know you're looking at me all strange.
No.
No.
Just,
I'm
just
I know you were there before too. And you saw me. I had a little bit and a little time.
was it Oklahoma City? Maybe you came to the camp. Or you saying you came to the
I
camp?
live right there.
Okay.
You came here though?
Well, actually, you weren't right there.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Probably.
Probably did. Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
But you know, you don't have no hair, so that's probably why. You know.
Okay.
Yeah,
We run into a lot of people too.
It's real low. Yeah, I think I remember him.
Yeah, I'm in the spirit now.
Yeah.
We run into a lot of people, you know. So yeah, sometimes we be on the go.
I try to be.
Oh, it could be. Yeah.
We can stop by.
I just want to stop by and say.
You didn't get what's mark of the beast. What is it? No, the mark of the beast. What's that?
The mark of the beast.
Remember that? You gotta remember. We didn't tell him. You want to?
Nah, I think he's remembering now.
Whatever. You tell me whatever you get. The only thing you told.
What time you get? Go ahead, tell him again. Yeah. What time you get? Don't forget. You need to remember.
Well, but we always do it like, what device is used instead of money today to where you need to buy and sell? Name something else. Playing Jeopardy now. That music.
The only other thing is
Name something different.
that's the only thing.
You can't get crypto and buy it with something. You're gonna need some physical stuff to buy stuff.
Yeah, but what if crypto is not working like it used to? Like that's the same thing with the Bitcoin, right? Like,
Well, all right, with the new law, I have to transfer a lot of money over to a overseas account.
Yeah.
But you deal with crypto now? One account,
okay,
but the other accounts I had to transfer to US dollars.
and how do you mainly pay for stuff right now? The credit card. So instead of a credit, what's inside the credit card?
Chip.
A chip. Yeah, a chip is inside the credit card. So if you carry your credit card, you're not without it, basically, because you don't have no money without you. Yeah. So if you don't have no more credit cards and they put the chip in the credit card, then what they gonna put the chip next time? They can put it yeah, exactly. They're gonna put it in you. Try to put it in you.
That's why from that side.
Yeah.
What is it? So they don't launder money.
Yeah.
But I didn't launder money. I made that money. So I transferred it over to another.
And you still, like you said, you're not dealing with crypto just by one account. But most of how you retire. Yeah, but most of if they take your retirement and they take crypto, then you're gonna have to operate by some other means. And
they don't want me to deal with other means.
Yeah. But what we're saying is they're gonna tend to implement a device, a chip, and they're gonna want to put it inside you. So just like a credit card, instead of you having a credit card, you'll have your chip in you. So you won't have to, you know, doing marketing, selling, and trading. You just, selling and buying right there when you walk to the store. Just scan in and go out. You don't have to talk to nobody. You don't have to deal with,
China was,
yeah.
they go with probably the
I believe that. A lot of Chinese, I believe that they implemented it already. They ain't telling nobody, but I believe that they have.
they implemented
Yeah.
Yeah, and Sweden they doing it.
It's Sweden. Canada, I think too, right?
Yep.
Canada.
I have a girl.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure. Oh yeah, sure, man. We just, you know what I'm saying? And our job is just to warn people, you know. But they wicked righteous. We just putting a message out, man.
Yeah, we telling you if you take that thing, they say you got to put it in your right hand or your forehead. You put that RDI chip in.
Yeah,
And if you do that, you taking the mark of the beast. That's what we're telling you. We're just telling you that's the trial.
Hey, wherever it is. You're going down. You're going down.
Yeah, they're gonna say you can't have your crypto unless you take it. So you're gonna have to, trust in the Most High.
Yeah. But all right, man. Appreciate you stopping, man. Yeah. Yep. Appreciate it, man. Have a good day, man.
Have a good day. Yeah.
Look up crypto right there.
Okay.
Got you. You said what is it?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. It's the second one biggest to crypto Bitcoin.
See, it fluctuates, right? It fluctuates, but the C-hip don't fluctuate. You just got it in you. They can turn it off, but it don't fluctuate. Go ahead, that's the difference.
You know it's got to do. Yeah, to be able to access that, you're gonna have to put yourself on the grid. That's why you even had to take digital money and to the other side of the world. Like it's digital, like
it's all the crypto that
Yeah, that's
That's why they check it so they can make the money off of it.
See, that's what they want people doing. They want people that be trying to dodge and run around and shit, but they gonna target. They gonna target it. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you this: if they come out with the MOTP, you ain't gonna be nowhere to go. Whenever they tell you gotta put that chip in, you to keep it. I'm gonna tell them not to do. I'm gonna tell them no. Tell that no.
We'll let you go though, man. Have a good day. All right.
We're crypto. Cryptocurrency definition. Okay. Cryptocurrency, a digital currency in which transfers are verified and records maintained by a decentralized system.
So it's still digital.
Yep.
Go ahead.
And that decentralized, that's why they attacking places like random stuff, because they're not making a centralized bank from the small hat. That's why they attacking the places. And they talking about giving it $300 billion, but I bet you the requirement is they're gonna have to have a decentralized bank. Screw the nukes. They want that bank. Because they like, we got more nukes than you. You don't have a nuke contest. They ain't worry about Iran by itself. It's gonna take the whole world to come shoot missiles at this place. Right now, I ain't thinking everybody ain't gonna turn on banking. Oh, yeah. It says maintained by a decentralized system using cryptography, rather than by a centralized authority.
Yeah. Go ahead. Is that more?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. As if cryptocurrency promising for the future.
It's like straight.
It says cryptocurrency's future outlook is still very much in question.
Man.
Yep.
So it ain't promising. Go ahead.
Proponents see limitless potential, while critics see nothing but risk.
Nothing but risk. Go ahead.
Professor Grunfest remains a skeptic, but does conclude that there are certain applications where cryptocurrency is a very viable solution.
Yep.
And that's what they're trying to do. Yes, like they want hold on real quick. They want to be like this, they want this to be the solution is put that chip in you, man. That's the solution that they're looking at.
See if it's the most promising thing for America's future. Because like I said, when he said he takes his stuff out to move stuff around, you can't do that. But they don't want that. They don't want people moving around like that.
Yeah.
Transferring and all that. You just have it all on that one thing.
Yeah.
And you know what? Like you said, they want to bring that solution because, and that's what we have about being right to hell, but does that to so he can show his power. He can bring them out of that whatever the situation is. So that's Esau trying to be like the Messiah, because bringing in all this chaos. Like for example, got different catastrophic events, man, that they create, and then they bring the solution. So now the solution is this, the RFID. But like you said, it's so great, God like power, and getting the
Take your coffee.
Okay. It's just you see how it's like echoing? Yeah, it's not.
We'll go with that.
All right.
A little lagging.
When we dropped it, it did something, man. It like opened up another window.
Straight.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those are another factors to the CHIP. It's not just for control. It's not for just digital. I mean, money purposes translates to digital. It's about being. It's going to try to make it beneficial for people to take.
And that's the deceiving. What's that? Revelation 19, I believe it's 20. But he said, and the false prophet and the beast shall be taken. It shall be taken. I'm trying to speak it verbatim. But yeah, the false prophet is the Roman Catholic Church. But I believe in that script, in that precept, it said that those that take the mark of the beast will be deceived. Oh, okay. And that's what it said. It said the beast shall be taken, and the false prophet that perform those miracles by which those that receive them are deceived by them. Yeah, I know. But they basically, that's them deceiving those that are out of the elect, because those miracles that are talked about in that chapter and that verse is the technology.
Yeah, it says they wanted after the beast, after the ways of the beast. So they those Shalom, let's watch all the other brothers and sisters gonna come with it. Watch my shot, watch my comment. Yeah, so like we said, this technology, like they even both of them, said that the digital stuff is what's here. And they, you know, the only thing they do is like, damn, see the chip, you know? It's just like you talk about a car. It takes the battery, you know, it's elements, but the battery is, you know, power and power. So it sounds good on that too. Oh, okay. So, you know, even with the C-hip, they want to make that the anchoring power.
That's what we saying. The Lord is going to put the spirit on the majority of the people in the world to take that chip. Like, it's going to be a spirit that can own your spirit, and it's going to make you take it if you're supposed to take it.
Yeah.
That's what we praying the Lord not to do, is put that spirit on it.
Yeah, well,
it's not up to us whether we take it or not.
Yeah.
It's Most High.
Well, it says, praise the Holy Spirit, praise the Most High, Yahawashi. Not that my spirit should be taken away.
Yep.
The Holy Spirit should be taken away. Yep. So when you don't have the Holy Spirit, you're subject to all those spirits. Go ahead.
1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 1. Now the Spirit speaketh expressly that in the latter time some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits.
So seducing spirits, it could be a spirit of lust, spirit of pride, spirit of, you know, this deception or deception. Different spirits, seducing spirits out here, man. They'll seduce you, you know. I don't know the key meaning of seduce, but you know, it's basically tricking you, deceiving you into believing something, you know, that you were prone against or didn't agree with. You know what I'm saying?
That you're in good hands. You
Yeah.
know, like this is supposed to make you think that this is going to save you. That's the spirit he's going to put on you. That's something that you thought was going to save you. It's going to get you killed if you don't have the Qadash. You don't have that Holy Spirit in that day.
And have you at a point where, you know, you backed against the wall, you know, like you said, all this super inflation, hyperinflation, I can't survive. They figuring out like, damn, as soon as I get my check, this is nothing. You know what I'm saying? The women are going through it, Edomites are going through it. They be like, explode. Well, this is, you know, they might put a credit on your chip. You can get $2,000 credit and the credit you're able to add to it, man. We'll give you a definite $2,000, unlike digital credit. So you can pay your bills and rent and all that, and then whatever you work for in the society, because there ain't gonna be no jobs left really.
Because they're gonna
all be taken by these machines. You know?
They don't really need the money to power the earth. They could just say, we're not paying you you don't have to pay no rent, nothing. You get $2,000 to get whatever you want in the candy store, whatever you want for the month, and you don't got to pay rent, nothing. So that's $2,000 to be enough for you to go do all that, have fun, and you know, we cover the food, we cover all that. Just take this, and you're good.
Yeah, like Trump has a reformation of the SNAP benefits, reformation of the welfare system. What do you think that's going to turn into? Because they'll already get food stamps. That's free money, so to speak. You know, you don't have to work for food stamps. They just give it to you. So they're going to do the same thing like into the manner of the C-Hip with the digital credit system. Everything is going to be credit based, man. Even the brothers have been talking about lately how nothing's going to be made, no cars are going to be made with petroleum. It's going to be all electric, man. That's why you think they having these bike runs and all that. And in 15-minute city, they're going to be like, well, shit, you can walk to that anywhere and get there. You don't have to have no car.
No.
You can just go there by a bike. It's 15 minutes away. Everything is 15 minutes away. You want to go visit your family, you're definitely going to have that city here.
They're going to have it where it's driverless cars. Everything is going to be monitored to basically like that one show, where they had it where they was in the cars and they couldn't go nowhere.
Yeah,
Minority Report, either world behind. Black Mirror, that episode of Black Mirror, where they was in the future and when they had to go visit somebody, they had to get in the car and the car drove. It was on a timer, and it went at a certain speed. That's how it's gonna be. Yeah, you know, they're gonna have it where it's like you don't get to really do nothing but just breathe.
They have an electric car like the electric. When you go fill up at the get power from your electric car, you have to of course, like gas, but you have to get energy again from it to go for so long. So you might go past 50 miles per hour. Like in Japan, you can't go out. They don't go up to over 50,000 miles on their car. They sell it so you can buy a whole engine that's 50,000 miles and less. They don't drive over there. So if you have an electric car and you go over mileage, they might stop you because you ain't supposed to, intervening with you're setting you're triggering the beast, the digital beast off, where they know you can speed. They don't have to see you speed. Your car are registered with the speed limit by digital means. They won't have to have so many signs. You don't have to have speed limit of 65. It's already in your chip. And if you go past that, your car might just cut off. Electric car cut off, or your chip may cut off. Or you can't buy gas with with the C here because of your violation with the gas. Go ahead. I'm just saying,
I just said doctrines of devils.
Doctrine of devils, man. Teaching you not about the MOTB, not about prophecy, not warning you, not believing that this is the end of the world, not believing that or teaching that we're in the time of World War III, which is the third moment of revelation. Go ahead.
We know this is all got to do something physical because this right here, this one does. This is Proverbs chapter 30, verse 4. Who hath ascended up into heaven or descended?
And have we descended? Yeah. Because Yahawashi even said, no man can descend in heaven that's descended. So if we're going to be called into heaven, that means we would have descended from heaven. Go ahead.
Who have gathered the wind in his fist?
Man, go ahead.
Who have bound the waters?
But we are, through the Yahawah, it said the wind is like into the spirit. We are gathering the four corners, the elect in the four corners. So through the Most High, we are gathering the wind in our fist.
That's what's happening. They don't see it. Yeah. They don't see it, man. Who have bound the waters in a garment?
Well, the waters, the people who got, what it said, Most High said, cover with that garment.
Washing you with the waters of the word. Yeah. That's what's going in that garment. And Yahawashi.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Who have bound the waters in a garment? Who have established all the ends of the earth? What is his name? And what is his son's name?
Well, the elect is going to know because they've been established all the ends of the earth. They've been gathered as waters in his garment. They've been gathered in his fist before winds. So the elect is going to know his name. It says, go ahead.
If thou canst tell.
If thou can tell. You know who can't tell? The ones that ain't been chosen to be able to tell. They have the Holy Spirit to be able to tell. Yeah. And some know, but they can't come out their mouth. They can't. It's not in their spirit to bring it out. They know. Go ahead.
Verse 5, every word of the Most High is pure.
The word is pure. Go ahead.
He is a shield unto them that put their trust in him.
Put their trust in him. Like it even says his name is Rawchaa. That's our Father. Your Father's going to reveal everything to his Son. Did it say that? Give it everything to his Son. Yahawashi gave brothers. Sat at the table with him, supped with him, he broke bread with him. One wasn't in him. He got replaced, right? Well, he didn't become 11 disciples. He got replaced with Matthias. So you can get replaced. You are building in the stone, you are stone in this building. If that stone falls out, side puts another stone in. And the building is still building like this. Go ahead. So Esau and Jacob with things concerning the times coming. Did he ever replace Esau with Anybody? No, because he saw it. He was supposed to be a murderer from the beginning. He's doing his job. You know? They're bringing Third World War. They doing what the scriptures talks about. But Most High got no problem with war. That's war happening. Go ahead.
This is Matthew chapter 24.
But the thing he got, I'm speaking as a man, the thing he probably got with the physical counterpart of Esau. Esau think he know more than the Most High. He think he's the boy of the Most High and want to take the Most High's place. The spiritual demon, what it say? The devil fear the Most High, man. They tremble at the Most High, man. They in order. It's the man on earth that become proud and thinking that, yeah, I'm better than the Most High. Go ahead.
This is Luke chapter 24, verse 39. Behold, my hands and my feet.
Yahawashi, after he was resurrected, right? He said, behold, my hands and my feet. Like, touch me. Go ahead.
That it is I, myself.
It was the same man that they put, the death, so to speak, on the cross. He didn't change it to somebody else. That's him that they slew, that he shed blood. That shed blood. Go ahead.
Handle me and see.
Handle me and see. Like I'm not a spirit. Go ahead.
For a spirit have not flesh and bones.
Spirit don't have flesh and bones like men, but they have a body. It's a spirit. What do they say? It's a spiritual body. It's a physical body. They do have a body, but it ain't like our body. Go ahead.
As ye see me have.
As you see me have, man. Go ahead. So the things, what does Paul say, comparing spiritual things with spiritual things? You can't tell a spiritual man natural things because he ain't going to understand it. It's comparing spiritual things with spiritual things. So you have to have the Holy Spirit to understand the spiritual mysteries and all those things that happen in the spirit world that's manifest with these dynamics, these elements. Go ahead.
That's plain that only men were given that spirit. Only the men. You're not going to get to the Most High without those men. You're not going to get there. They're the way in. Okay.
So there's another scripture that says, flesh and blood can't enter into the kingdom of heaven.
Yep.
That's why we don't have them bodies. We can't enter like this. These bodies are, what they say, the body return back to the dust, the spirit return back up. The thing is, when we become extraterrestrial, we're not going to have to die again. We're going to have to why like that? Don Yahawah said held in LA. He said one of his movies is a leader. She got that new body, and it was shaped the same, but she was immortal with that new body. Whooped all the ass. Go ahead.
It's a Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 15, verse 13. For this man, that of earthly matter,
go ahead.
Maketh brittle vessels.
Yeah, what did it say? We're all clay. We're all the Most High's pottery, not the potter. It's the potter that itself. What a potter. We're not the pot. We're not the potter.
Yeah.
We're the pottery. Pot. Go ahead.
Vessels of graven images.
Go ahead.
Knoweth himself to have been above all others.
That's why it says, that's why people are being able to become idols on earth. People are being worshipped as idols on earth. In their body, in their flesh. Most High said, don't worship no other men. But through the elect and body of Yahawah, Yahawashi, in some form of fashion, we subject to one another. We worship in truth and spirit. It's a different worshiping idols.
Yeah, worship is an action. You're putting all your strength into the tabernacle. You're putting all your strength into the ministry in all ways that you can think of. You know,
You got word, it comes from birthing. Birth, and ship comes from body. No, go ahead.
verse 14, and all the enemies of thy people that hold them in subjection are most foolish and are more miserable than very vague. Verse 15, for they count all the idols of the heathens gods, which neither have the use of eyes to see, nor noses to draw breath, nor ears to hear, nor fingers of hands to handle. And as for their feet, they are slow to go. Verse 16, for man made them, and he borrowed his own, and he that borrowed his own spirit fashioned them. But no man can make a God like unto himself.
To make a robot. You can't make another human. They kind of clone people and all that. You can't do what the Most High did. You know, with mankind. And then you gotta make a woman. You gotta make beasts. You gotta make trees. Like you are below the Most High.
He can't even digitally create the Leviathan. That thing looks way more terrifying than that. Wait, he can't even digitally imagine how fucking grand, big and huge that thing is, man.
Look at trying to make an artificial sun. And they would be glorified for that. Most High already made this time. Go ahead.
Verse 17, for being mortal, he worketh a dead thing.
Look at the dead thing, man. We got fake flowers and shit, artificial this and that.
Got BBL. Oh, you got real booty.
Fake eyelashes.
Got fake booty walking around. That's just like you go in for, you know how they call the booty, right? You know how they say that back in the day, the booty. So you go in there to rob a bank, you gonna be like, hey man, this ain't even real gold. You done risked your life and got the booty, and it's fake booty in there. That's how these things just know you like, oh, I finally got this woman so beautiful, and then you find out you got fake titties, fake ass. Don't even look that good when you got a makeup on.
That's like I said, I'm gonna get you stuck. I know that those. I'm gonna get you stuck. He said, and this voluptuous ass is not mine. She popped it off. He said, my nigga, it's not mine. She flipped it in. You got out of there. That was real.
That's how it is. That's how Babylon is. That's how America is, man. They got a prosthetic leg and fake titties, and Jake still want to lay down with him. Yeah. He still want to get come on, Jake. Get your mind right. If you can't, the Lord wants you to. He worketh a dead thing with wicked hands. For he himself is better than the things which he worshipeth.
Yeah, I think one of y'all said it. Machines can't be open, but you gotta have humans to operate the machine. Yeah.
Whereas he lived once, but they never.
So what are wicked women gonna be doing? I don't need no. I got my chip. They're gonna sound like Uncle Ruckus on I don't need no man. I got my chip.
Yep. There's gonna be a lot of women that do take the trip. Going back to the beginning.
I get $2,000 of my credit. One. And on top of that, I get some more other credit stuff.
That's gonna be. It ain't gonna be. If you take the MOTV, you cannot be forgiven after that. There is no repentance in taking the mark of the beast. They
didn't even want to eat make that they eat real meat. Everybody thought it was, think it's swine still. So.
And that's how you know there's different levels of sin too. Because there's certain sins you can get forgiven if you did them. But that one you can't do. That was unforgivable.
But those, what lies of nature, it's an abomination to him. So all what he's thinking about and imagining is that damn chip.
On that chip. That's everything he ever wanted. It's on that. It's in that credit card right now, man. He finna upgrade like he always does. All the movies where Esau trying to be the bad guy, he always upgraded to a more gigantic weapon every time. To the very end, where he gets stopped every time.
It's kind of like the internet world. You can log on and you can access to all these windows and shit. You know, so you only need like one device to access to all these devices. Yeah, but they might have club parties, like everything's free on Friday and Saturday, and then if you had that. Man, I'm going, and they gonna fancy it up. Trump is putting $1 billion into entertainment this day, so they gonna fancy these clubs up.
That's why they got all the data centers set up next to them, because they're gonna need to be able to control all those people in that area. They're you know, everybody's gonna be acting a certain way, man. And a lot of them are gonna be slaves. You know? Not gonna get to be the you know. Oh yeah. Somebody on the oh yeah, this dude. Got him. I'll take it off in a second. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, okay. I can't. So just take it off the channel. You know, it's what you said they don't do. Verse 18, they worship those beasts also that are most hateful. For being compared together, some are worse than others. You know, that's why you even had to eat that they was worshiping that Sphinx cat. They worshiping Anubis, like a dog god. That's what it's talking about. That's that same way here in America, Babylon the Great. You got people dressing their dog up with a sweater and shit. Like, it's a fucking dog. It's not supposed to have a sweater on it. It's supposed to be a dog out and be outside it. This is what it's talking about. They're doing all this weird shit, man. They gotta go.
Wax museums and all that.
Yeah.
Say idols. I gotta say, idol worshiping with these celebrities, they can't do no wrong. Is any comments on the scriptures on the comment board?
Yeah, something up there. Brother Nabala put one up earlier. I just always wait for you to, you know. Yeah, he's got that one. Okay, that's the one. This is John chapter 14, verse 12. It says, Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that believeth on me, the works that I do, shall he do also, and greater works than these shall he do, because I go unto my Father.
I go unto my Father, man. Well, greater works. Power is coming from Yahawah into Yahawashi, into those holy men along with Yahawashi. You know?
That's what we're doing. We're going to our power source, man. We're going back to our power source.
Father, yeah.
The true Heavenly Father. Yahawah and the Son, Yahawashi.
Pray, our Father, thou art in heaven. Hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. You know? So it's already complete in heaven. Everything is already established. You gotta get the earth right. You know? And it's coming from the Father, man. The Father of spirits. That's why all them scoffers, their spirit is accounted for. They're gonna be judged. I don't care if you were in an igloo in Alaska and you off the grid, you still, Most High still see your ass. What's up?
This is Isaiah chapter 61, verse 1. And it reads, the spirit of the Lord power, Yahawah Bahasham, Yahawashi, is upon me.
It's upon me. Go ahead. Not me, babe. You know. That's what he was applying.
Yeah. Because the Lord have appointed me to preach good tidings unto the meek.
What I meant by spirit of God. The elect, the hopeful elect. The preach good tidings. Go ahead.
To preach good tidings unto the meek, he has sent me to bind up the brokenhearted.
Yeah, because like we said, Yahawashi was given all power to his father, right? What did he do? He became Lord less than he became Lord in his brethren. Likened to his brother, Lord in the angel. So he was humble and to share the kingdom with his brethren. He said, if my father's house is, so I go prepare a place for them. I'm not talking about the whole world. I'm talking about those special men that love his brethren. You know, we got brethren all across the world that have a conversation about the Holy Spirit. That these people that claim that they got a Holy Spirit that don't have a conversation about it. We can talk about the message. We can talk about the emotions being a drop of the dime. Those doors are open. Regarding the brethren. So you can't come together all together right now. Go ahead.
Like I said, to proclaim liberty to the captives and the opening of the prison to them that are bound. And that also point, like you said, the Spirit of the Most High is coming on you, and then we had.
So when Yahawashi said, "Hey, go out free," right? And he said, if he tells you he is you are free indeed, and the freedom within the church and the body of Yahawashi, you know, because what if they say, well, come against us, you can't teach the Bible no more, and we'll use that card like we repent because through the Holy Spirit, the Most High ordained us to do this. Well, if you go against us, you go against the Most High. We're telling you the Father sent us. Like Yahawashi, he said, my Father sent me to do this. And he said he even gave me the power to call down angels, legion of angels.
Yep.
So, you know, if you do this to me, it's because my Father, you know, allowed it. But what did he get raised to? Most powerful being, you know, to where he's going to come back and wreak havoc on enemies. Okay.
And this is what the Lord's doing. He's going to pour out his Spirit to where there's going to be people that, you know, really don't really have that Spirit on them to see end time prophecy, to have dream and vision, you know. And he's doing that right now. He's pouring his Spirit out, man. So this is why you got everybody looking and walking around and starting to realize how serious this is. It's Acts chapter 2, verse 17, and it shall come to pass in the last day, saith Yahawah, I will pour out my Spirit upon all flesh.
On all flesh. So you can have, it'll be an Edomite that have a dream about the end of the world, about the missile, about the MOTB. He shares it with his family. They might think he crazy. He was still an Edomite, but he still
Man, where he's sitting.
Yep. What's that one man that said that he saw black people in ships, like 8, 9, 10 feet tall? You know?
They look like they've never been defeated.
Do you think that he got that vision of that dream or whatever he had? Who do you think it came from?
Yeah, that dream, he took his Spirit and put him in that realm. Where he actually seen them in there, sitting at him, looking at him. Like, this is what you're dealing with, man. Esau knows, man. That's why he's falling over in his sleep. He knows the paper he did, man. And your sons and your daughters shall prophesy.
Sons and daughters shall prophesy.
And when it talks about the women prophesying, it's like if they have a prophetic dream, they tell their husband, and then the husband interprets the dream. That's how you got somewhere that don't have a man, so they might come out and say a vision.
Oh, and you know, we see it. We can see us. So we see that video and we share it and we say, this is why this woman has the dream.
Yep. But the Lord said this is what he's going to do. It's still orchestrated by a man that even women are having visions. But it's a proper way to teach. You don't go and start a congregation and teach the congregation. That's not in your pedigree. That's only for me. That's what the Bible says. That doesn't mean that, you know, he saying you're worthless, but we saying you can't do that.
Oh, you sons, oh, is my word called, oh, my word sent.
That's plain, man. That's plain. And your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, and your young men shall see visions.
So they had an Edomite little girl. She might have been a Jake, but she looked like Edomite. She said, and she kept pointing up, and she said, he's ready. He's about to return. He's about to return. You know, and some brothers made videos about it, like, hey, That spirit that was put on that child is Satan. Go ahead.
And you know, when they say like a prophetess, that just means the wife of a prophet. That's all that means. Doesn't mean that they're actually out there prophesying to the nation. That's not their job.
Like I mentioned earlier, there's a difference between Most High put the spirit in you or on you. Like, but you come from a certain spirit, you already created as a spirit.
Yep.
So you can have a spirit come to you in a spiritual way to warn you of things, but you already a spirit yourself. So the spirit can get on you to do videos, to do on you to do certain things, perform certain things, but you do your own spirit. Go ahead. Let's say, man, all this Holy Spirit.
Yep, that's what he's putting.
Yep. Go ahead.
And your old man,
So you thought you still you no matter what.
Yep.
Whether you go, you die and go back up, you don't come back down to earth because you still wicked. Yeah.
that's never gonna change.
Even in them chains, when we come down and go 1,000 years of slavery, ain't no Israelite gonna be in slavery. It's all gonna be Edomite. And of course, other nations. But I'm talking about what is it, destruction.
Y'all gonna really get.
I ain't gonna make a mistake and be like, oh, I left an elected. It was elected, got caught up in it.
There's gonna
all
be
Edomite.
there's gonna be categories of slavery. Esau's gonna have the worst one. You're gonna have the other nations, but they're not gonna be in slavery like they are. They're gonna be in real slavery. Double what happened to us. So it's not gonna be.
If I look like a so-called white man and you're an Israelite, you're not gonna go into slavery like Esau. Edom. But they're not Edom.
When you see him over there, you're gonna be like, damn, I'm so glad I'm not eating mine. That's what everybody gonna be saying in that day. Everybody gonna be saying, damn, I'm glad I'm not Esau. His ass is grass.
He's gonna be the example of what how they say God hated Esau. It's gonna be benefits and slavery.
And your old man shall dream dreams.
Old man shall dream dreams. So yeah, could have, gang more scriptures.
You want some more? The whole chamber, we got plenty of it in there.
But let's savor the moment. And,
We got a GMS Arabian GMS Arabian.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
I mean, if you are really from Arabia, I don't know, Shalom. I don't know if you're in Arabia teaching.
I ain't never heard no GMS Arabian.
Yeah. But,
We got brothers in Arabia. I don't know
if it's scoff or whatever, but if you are sincere, Shalom.
Tell
over there in Arabia, in the desert.
Been out here teaching for 3 years, and I know what Shalom. I'm all out here.
Yeah.
You real Shalom.
Like I said, the leg could be anywhere. Most High get you. He'll come get you, man. You got to ride home, man. You baking like bacon, you're gonna be done.
Sizzling on that pot.
Yep.
Like we said when you cook that thing. Yeah, what he stopped before he said it was in the pan. It was going.
Yeah, if you baking like bacon, you're gonna tremble and start shaking, man. Oh no. We ain't no elaborate. We ain't no celebrity.
You know what it is.
It's humorous, man. But anyway, hopefully y'all enjoyed it and been edified, man. And to water for the comments. Can we get one more comment? Was there another comment?
On scripture I seen them come.
All right. So, water for y'all, sisters tuning in. We are part of this work, doing the work is for y'all, man. The hopeful elect, and soon we get out of here, man. The fact, if no praise to God, double honors to the apostle, elder bishops, the great millstone. Most salutations to the brothers who word for the hopeful elect. Soon to be the elect, most high will to the multitude, shalom, blessing, contrite spirit, returning back to the most high, sincere spirit, returning back to the most high, man, women, and children, man. Like we said, it's gonna be good time. It's gonna be like it's almost gonna be like a wedding, graduation day. You're gonna all white garments, the most high will. You're gonna have the earth. We're gonna be celebrating, popping wine, champagne. It's gonna be without scoffers.
I'm gonna definitely have me a couple frozen margaritas. You know, I like my slush.
Yeah, you know, we're gonna have plenty of women.
Yeah, they're gonna be nice.
You know, we're gonna be able to enjoy our children.
Yeah.
You know, no hell. It's gonna be heaven, no war. We're gonna know the Texans. Well, we're gonna be able to body slam and Edomite, but hey, it's gonna be beautiful, man. We're gonna wake up. You know how the birds, they wake up like 4 or 5 in the morning because they can fly. They don't have to deal with this bullshit, but they still subject to other birds, the elements.
And if they think they too mighty, or the spirit on each side, he'll just shoot them all out of the sky. They'll bend them.
Flip their wings or something. Crash into a window. But it ain't gonna be none of that with the elect.
And he made it and there's some birds that didn't even have no hope. The chicken can't get away. He just walk around and just let the pet him down. He like, I know my fate. Get it over.
You know? But yeah. But the hopeful elect, you know, it's gonna be good, man. He started with his red truck, with his red sayings. He got a Doberman Shepherd in the car, trying to go back to the glory days. You're gonna be destroyed, man. Anyway, Shalom. Bless you. Shalom.